Hey guys, how's it going today? Today I'm gonna show you guys how to test the headlight and brake lamp circuit on this 2009 Accord. Today I'm gonna be using a DVOM, some wiring diagrams, and a test light. So what I'm doing right now is I'm testing the source voltage, which is 11.75, and then if you see this, after you put a load on the battery, it takes away from the source voltage, right? Pretty simple. So we're done with that part. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the headlight diagram here. So here you got your left, and then you got your right headlamp. Okay, you got your low beam and then your high beam. Pretty easy to follow. You find out what fuses that you need. So the left headlight, you got 30 and then 28, and then your right headlight, you got 1 and 4. So we're actually going to test the passenger side, which is fuses 1 and 4. And what we're going to use to test them is this test light. So what now I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on one of the prongs. I'm going to back probe the fuse here. You see the test light comes on. All right. That's fuse 1, and then you move up to 4, and test light comes on. All right, which means you're getting power to your lights. All right, so that test is good. So now we're going to move on to the tail lights. Okay, so let me grab my DVOM. So now what I'm checking on the tail lights. Your tail lights are driven by the ECM. Okay, pretty simple. I'll show you guys the wiring diagram right after this so you guys can get a gist of what's going on. So what you're going to do is you're going to turn the bolts, turn the light on for you guys so you can see it. Okay. Now make sure you get the sides right on here. If you don't, sorry, I got to unplug the tail light. Don't do that at home. So what you got to do is you got to test the voltage of it, right? Put it in there like that. You go there. Okay, so what we're working at right now is the source voltage. So we've ran the source voltage down a little bit since we ran the headlights. Hey, can you press the brakes? So you see when he presses the brakes, the voltage drops, which is a good sign because it's lighting up this other light in here, which means the brake light switch is working. So that test is done. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to go over the wiring diagram with you guys so I can show you real quick. Come back to the front car. Okay, so this is the first part of the wiring diagram. So your tail lights and your brake lights are mixed together, right? So what we want to do is we want to follow the brake light because that's what we're testing, which is your orange one right here. It's actually a light green wire. So you come over and these are all connected here. So it comes up, shares all this, comes over, and then you come over to your second page, right? Comes over to your second page, comes up, and it goes up to your brake pedal switch, and then over to your ECM. Now that actually goes in back. That's actually backwards order. So it comes from your ECM. Once the brake pedal switch closes the circuit, it sends the signal down to the brake pedals, which illuminates the lights. These here are for fail safes. So a way to test to see if the brake lights aren't working, say something goes bad in the ECM or something like that, you guys can diagnose it with a scan tool. It's going to throw code to you and stuff like that, right? So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go test out the resistance on the light bulbs so I can show you guys how to do that. Hey guys, how's it going? So now we're going to continue on to the resistance check of the tail lamp and the headlamp. Pretty simple. Okay, all we're doing is checking resistance. I got a towel here so I don't get fingerprints all over the bulbs because sometimes when you touch like this bulb, for instance, I can't touch it with my fingers or it's going to damage the bulb, right? So what I'll do here is go and plug this clamp up right here on the wire, right? Then what I'll do is go ahead and touch the metal. check this one. There we go. So you want to get as close to 1 as you can. Which that right there is pretty good. 1.2, 1.1. That's a pretty good, decent reading. All right, moving on. So now we're going to move on to the headlight. Put that down nice and easy. I'm going to clamp this inside here. Right. Just right there on that prong. And go ahead and touch this on the inside here. Oh, it's rotating on me here. That is all over the place. There we go. See how it's below 1? That's a really good reading. 0.7, we'll take that. So that test is over. So that's checking resistance on your headlight and your brake lights. So that's how you test the brake light and the headlamp circuit. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a nice day.